Bringing us then to item number 8, council reports. Councilman Emanuel.
Surprisingly, I don't have a lot tonight. Community garden, if you didn't make it out yesterday, take time to go by. I think this is going to be an excellent opportunity to commune with nature and grow things, enjoy the outdoors, dig in the dirt, and I think it's going to be 5 years from now you won't recognize the area. I think it's going to be a tremendous asset to the city. I'd like to welcome Tony Powell back. Good to see him here again. And I think the Snellville post office has a lot of history here, obviously. I don't know how many people were around when a guy by the name of Bill Kirby used to work there. And he was just fantastic, and unfortunately passed away a number of years ago. There's now Bill Kirby Way. If you don't know where that name came from, he was a big, jolly guy. You'd walk in, and you were just happy to go to the post office just because Bill was there. So when you see that street, that's what that is a reminder of. And if you're going to send a letter to your representative telling him to support the post office, do it by mail.
Councilwoman Kraus.
I need an initiative. My emergency management was passed tonight. I'm very, very pleased. So I'd like to hear from the citizens of Snellville on something else they would like me to work for them or for the city. I'm open for suggestions. Just give me an email. And I personally invite you all to the Beach Blast on May 19th. Just dig your toes into the sand and enjoy the day. Thank you.
Councilman Howard.
Thank you, Mayor. Y'all have heard me say repeatedly there's a lot of good things going on in Snellville, and tonight's report's no different, absolutely no different. Some of my colleagues and I had the opportunity to go to Eastside Hospital for the placement of the final beam on the North Tower, and it was just exciting to see that thing take shape. They've been working real hard over there to do that. The hospital is a jewel in our city, and it continues to shine. So we were tickled to death to be over there and watch that beam go up. We actually got to sign the beam, so it's kind of a little place of history for us. There was at Snellville United Methodist Church here Saturday a week ago, there was an emergency management operation where they came in and did some disaster drill training as part of the United Methodist Committee on Relief. I happen to be a part of the emergency response team over there, so I had some training as well. Our city is well served by Snellville UMC and the UMCOR group doing those types of trainings here in the city. You know, we just never know when we're going to be the one tapped with disaster. And the operations from the Gwinnett County Emergency Management Systems, the GEMA, all of the people, the two-way radio operators, all of those people make it a point to do their job in the event of a disaster. And it was just very comforting to know that there's such a group of folks out there that can respond. The Georgia military force, I guess, everybody just does what they need to do in the event of a disaster. And I feel very confident if we were ever posed with such a uneventful thing that they would be there to help us. Mayor Pro Tem Witz and I had the opportunity also this past couple of weeks to go to Britt Elementary School. Britt was awarded a $5,000 grant check from Kroger, and you know there was about 168 schools throughout the southeast that were afforded the opportunity to get those grants. They were one of 11 or so that got the actual top dollar $5,000 award. So Britt Elementary and Principal Jones over there just doing a tremendous job with the fitness programs and the healthy eating initiatives they've got going on over there. And I appreciate y'all's patience, but there's just so much good. There's so much good. I don't want y'all to ever not know that. I attended the Gwinnett County District Attorney's Office Victim Witness Program wreath presentation today. It's been 10 years. If you don't know, Stan Hall, which used to be the executive director of that, is actually a Snellville resident and happens to live in my neighborhood. So I'm awful proud of him and a resident of this city that has a program like that that can assist victims of crimes to muddle through the justice system and to know that they have some support. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing that our county provides, and I commend Danny Porter and that group for doing that. Tony Powell, welcome. Good to see you sitting over there, sir, live and in color. With that, I want to also extend my thanks and appreciation to Kevin Talent and his firm for serving us very professionally, diligently, and with so much professionalism for the past 30-so days. It was great to meet him. I think the world of that group. I think they did the city a fine service. And while, Tony, we're happy to see you here, we want to wish Kevin and his staff and his firm the very best for the future. And everybody, travel safe going home. Thank you for being here tonight.
Councilman Sabah.
Mayor, I don't have anything to add tonight other than have a great evening, everyone, and thank you for coming tonight and sharing this wonderful time with us.
Mayor Pro Tem Woods.
When you go last, there's not a lot left, especially when you are up here with these gentlemen and ladies who do so much in the community, and they're at the same events you're at. They talk about it. It's kind of silly for both of us to talk about them, so keep you here for that. I will say that no one has mentioned Snellville Days. Snellville Days is coming up on the first weekend in May. How many of you have received your Snellville Spirit magazine in the mail? Well, where's the post office lady? We need to talk to her about that. Maybe if they're coming out of Centerville, I get it, right? Anyway, you will be getting them over the next day or two. The program for all of Parks and Rec is inside here, as well as Snellville Days. The great publication is its sixth printing. So hopefully you'll have it over the next day or two. Please read it cover to cover. There's a lot of good stuff in there, as always. I'd like to commend Councilmember Kraus. On November, I think I said it's the last meeting, but when tonight she was sworn in November, she said very passionately that she wanted to make sure that there was an emergency warning system in Snellville, and she felt that was something that was really needed in the city. And here we are, a little over 4 months later. I don't know how many hours she spent in driving to DeKalb County and all these other meetings and doing all the research, but you know, she brought it to us. She talked with Roy, brought us the best program we could get, made sure that the council heard about it, made sure that the public knew about it before she brought it to vote. I think that's very commendable. True transparency and a lot of hard work, and I commend you, Councilman. And with that, again, it was a great day yesterday at Briscoe Park. Great things are happening in Snellville, as Councilman Howard said. All you got to do is keep your eyes open and look for it. Okay, there's always something good going on in Snellville. We do not sit a lot. We're one place or another just about every night doing and watching good things happen by good people in our city. If you're not involved, get involved. It's a blast. 85% of the time. Thank you all for coming.